Just ahead on CTV News tonight, she's using basketball for a good cause.
The mother of one of NBA's brightest stars was at Bowie State today. I'm Katara Jones. I have more details coming up on CTV News.
Plus, it's vegan sides and pies for the holidays. Those stories and more up next on CTV News.
Good evening, I'm Patricia Vallone with a CTV News update. A local charity wants to expose young students to the college experience and promote the importance of education. It all took place at a men's basketball game today. CTV's Katira Jones is at Bowie State University with more from the game.
It's game day here at Bowie State, and the university, in partnership with the Durant Family Foundation, hosted its first ever education game day. Now, the organization is run by Wanda Durant, the mother of two-time NBA champion Kevin Durant. Now, today, Durant spoke to a crowd of cheering elementary school students and gave some words of encouragement to the young scholars.
I hope that they gain the willingness to be here, to do what it takes to be here. I pray that their families encourage them to do all their work and to work hard so that they too one day can be accepted into a fine university such as these. Beyond words, to be a part of the community growing and the young people being inspired, that's why we do what it is that we do.
Now, just this year, the Durant Family Foundation donated money to renovate this very basketball court, and CTV's Simon Buggs will have more on this Bulldogs game later in our news show. Katara Jones, CTV News.
And students that attended the game were from Prince George's and Anne Arundel counties. Well, David Trone's campaign announces support from 7 local Prince George's leaders in his bid for the U.S. Senate seat being vacated by Ben Cardin. They include 3 Latino mayors, Monica Casañas of Colmar Manor, Selena Benitez from Mount Rainier, and Rocio Treminio Lopez of Brentwood. Meantime, in a mass email, Montgomery County Council member Will Jawando called on Alsobrook supporters for donations. Jawando dropped out of the U.S. Senate race in October. He is now backing Alsobrooks for the seat. Well, you might have seen some hazardous road conditions on your morning commute thanks to the soaking rain overnight and wind gusts as high as 46 miles per hour today. Several areas around the DMV saw flooding concerns as well as power outages. A coastal flood advisory was in effect this afternoon as well as a wind advisory. The bad weather doesn't stop today. There is a chance of more rain overnight before 4 a.m. and a possible chance of snow showers tonight after that. Well, Mount Rainier will receive funds next year to improve more facades in the town. The $75,000 grant will come from the state's Economic Development Revitalization Program. It will be used to fix up exteriors of historic buildings on 34th Street, which stretches from the traffic circle up to Joe's Movement Emporium. Mount Rainier has revamped exteriors of businesses along Rhode Island Avenue in the past. The improvements help keep some of the Route 1 corridor's historic architecture in top shape. Well, a person who reported a knife attack at the Regents Drive parking garage at the University of Maryland, that was last month, has been charged with lying to police. Investigators have not released the name of the person who reported the incident on November 28th. The suspect, who told police they were attacked by a knife-wielding man, was charged with making 3 counts of false statements to police. And you are watching CTV News. I'm Patricia Vallone. Coming up, a county council member is spreading a little holiday cheer, plus Taylor Thomas is in the kitchen with tasty holiday dishes.
As a mom, I want my kids' lives to be filled with joy and possibility, and I want that for every kid. That's why I support No Kid Hungry. They work in schools and communities to make sure every kid gets the healthy meals they need. Please join me in supporting No Kid Hungry for all kids.
Thank you!
Welcome back. With the help of some volunteers, Councilmember Walla Blagay and community partners are supporting families in need today by making their holidays warm and cheery. The event at Epiphany Church provides coats and toys for Longfields Elementary School students and the McKinney-Vento program.
We need to realize we are a village, and that a village means that we have to support each other. We have those in our community who have and those who do not have, and sometimes some things happen. I was one of those families growing up, immigrant parents with very little resources, and actually some Christmases I didn't have any presents. So I would say for myself, that's one of the reasons I'm doing this. I don't want a child to experience what I had to experience.
And Blagay says the event will get toys and coats to more than 20 students in need. Well, an aide to Senator Ben Cardin is fired over the weekend following an alleged sex scandal. The staffer, identified as Aiden Siropsky, allegedly recorded a sex tape with another man in a Hart Senate hearing room and then posted it online. The video was then leaked to conservative news outlets. In a statement, Cardin's office said the aide is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate. Siropsky had worked for Cardin since October of 2021. He has denied the allegation and says he's exploring his legal options. Well, we are just 7 days away from Christmas, and you might need some ideas on cooking side dishes for you vegan eaters. CTV's Taylor Thomas is back in the kitchen with vegan sides and desserts your entire family can enjoy.
She's back. We have Chef Jenny from Ginger Beet to talk to us about some vegan side dishes. Okay, yeah, so they're vegetables, so they are vegan. She does everything vegan. Yeah. We talked about crab cakes last time. Now let's look at what we have here today.
Yeah, so first we have our sauté haricot vert. That's just a fancy name for saying green beans.
Okay.
And so I prepared these by sautéing onions and garlic, and I also added some coconut aminos and salt and pepper. But the aminos, it doesn't taste like coconut. It just gives it like a little extra flavor. Then we also have our sweet potato mash, and I prepared that by baking the sweet potatoes and then removing the sweet potatoes, placing them in a bowl, and then adding vanilla, cinnamon, maple syrup, and I also added a little bit of brown sugar. And then here we have a brown rice pilaf. Started off by sauteing onions and garlic, and then added salt and pepper, and a little bit of vegetable broth as well. So that's how I prepared the vegetables, and we also have some desserts on the side. We have a vegan apple pie as well as a vegan cheesecake.
So you've been doing this for how many years? Because you service the DMV, right?
Yes, so I've been in business for 3 years.
3 years?
Yes.
So I'm sampling what you have here. So this is one of my favorite sweet potato, anything. So I'm gonna try this one here.
Okay.
Love it. All right, so when people come to you, how do you take care of them as far as what their needs may be? Because you service people that are non-vegans, they just like your food.
Absolutely. So most of the time people either they're just interested in the food or they're trying to incorporate more plant-based options into their diet. So it just depends. So they can reach out to me via Instagram at gingerbeetdc or my personal page at Jenny and the City, either one of those, or either through my website at www.gingerbeetdc.com.
And I did hear that you're going to start up in the first of the year doing the meal plans.
Meal prep, yes. So back doing meal prep at the beginning of the year.
We love it. So this is just the beginning. If you want more, to learn more about Chef Jenny or Ginger Beet, simply check out any of our CTV social media sites.
Thanks, Taylor. Moving on, sexual abuse survivors have until May 31st to file a claim in the Archdiocese of Baltimore's bankruptcy case. After that, civil claims against it will be permanently barred. The Catholic Archdiocese of Baltimore is mandated by the court to widely advertise the deadline. A few days before the landmark Child Victims Act allowed survivors to file lawsuits, the Archdiocese filed for bankruptcy, which stopped most civil claims. And now Simon Buggs is joining us with a preview of the Monday sports page, and we are talking hoops tonight, right?
We are, Patty. And what's going on, sports fans? And coming up in a bit, some highlights from the Bowie State versus Johnson C. Smith basketball matchup from earlier today. Stay right there.
Hey, I'm worried about your parents. We need to show them how to spot phishing emails.
Agree, the scammers are out of control.
And we need to show them how to use a password manager. Plus, help them add multi-factor authentication.
Yes, we use MFA at work and it's great. great cake. I'll use MFA to verify my purchase. Software update? Done. Time to celebrate.
For more information on how to keep yourself and those you care about safe online, go to cisa.gov/secure-our-world.
Thanks for staying with us. Well, starting mid-January, senior Metro riders will no longer be charged fees for Smart Trip cards. The senior program will now join all other Metro reduced fare programs, with customers able to receive a Smart Trip card without paying the typical $2 fee. This is a part of Metro's strategic transformation plan to make the agency more affordable for seniors and improve the customer enrollment experience. It will also be working to expanding the number of locations that senior Smart Trip cards are available in the new year.
All right, everyone, we begin your Monday sports page with some college hoops news. The Bowie State men's basketball squad took the court for their 12th game of the season against a CIAA rival in Johnson C. Smith. And the game did not disappoint as both teams made some plays. Bowie started the game off fast due to plays like this immediate basket after tip-off by Bulldogs forward Joel Webb to give his team their first points of the afternoon. And because of plays like this block by forward Tyler Buchanan and this made three-pointer by guard Anthony Carpenter off an inbounds pass, the Bulldogs were able to build a small lead. But fast forward to later in the first half, the Golden Bulls were able to cut the lead. Shots like this made one by guard Cedric Patterson, as well as this chase down block by another guard and Javen Kennedy, helped the Golden Bulls go into halftime with a 41-39 lead over Bowie. CTV Sports caught up with Bulldogs head coach Darrell Brooks, and he told us about the turnout the game had, as well as the adjustments his team needed to make.
They gave us great energy. That's why I wanted 4th and 5th graders, because they're not cool. They're going to cheer. So I'm happy about that. What I'm not happy is we're not getting back in transition, and number 3 for them is the best player on the floor. He's doing everything. We got to address that. And Bowie made the adjustments and came out victorious against Johnson C. Smith, 84-71. Their next opponent will be Frostburg State on Saturday. Moving on to high school basketball, the Largo boys basketball team is on a mission to get back to the state championship game. The Lions lost last year's big game to Newtown High School, 64-57. And head coach Rodney Ward believes the experience gained from that deep playoff run can help his team get back to state.
Just the experience. Nobody had been there before. I had as assistant coach previously, and we kind of can rely on that. But for the kids, it was their first time, so they have that experience, and that's something they can lean on coming into this season here. So the biggest thing from last year was just the experience of going there. It was a good season. You don't want the last game to determine the total value of your season. So we're just looking to try to get back there, but make sure we do the things that we did to get us there, and then I think it'll take care of itself.
The Lions will take the court next versus Surrattsville tomorrow at 7:15. Sticking with high school boys hoops, Crossland lost to La Plata 59-51 to fall to 0-4 in this season, and Frederick Douglass is 4-1 after blowing out Westlake 76-49. And that is your Monday sports page.
So just fill me in, how was the atmosphere yesterday, earlier today when you were there?
Patty, the atmosphere was amazing. I know you couldn't quite hear from the highlights, but the crowd was so loud in there. I feel like they definitely gave the Bulldogs a lift, and they definitely played a big part in the win. I tell you, there's nothing like a packed house in the college basketball game.
Yeah, particularly on your home turf, right?
Absolutely.
All right, thanks, Simon. Well, now we're going to get a quick check on our 3-day weather forecast. So, apparently not. We are wrapping things up right now. We want to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you again tomorrow.
Good night.